You spend too much time worrying about what other people think of you.
I could care less what anyone thinks of me.
You know, that's what you want people to think of you.
It's the truth.
When you hear them whispering Kingslayer behind your back, doesn't it bother you?
Of course it bothers me.
Hey, what's going on, everyone? You are welcome to this page. So in the last video I mentioned that our series on self-sabotage was getting unnecessarily longer, so we decided to drop it at episode 10. I just realized that it is not sufficient reason to end an interesting discussion on self-sabotage because there are other important things that people need to know, and there are other common ways that people sabotage themselves. So I've decided to open up this conversation again, and this is episode 11. And in this episode, we'll be looking at how people sabotage themselves by concerning themselves with the opinions people have about them. Now, I will take inspiration from Game of Thrones because Game of Thrones is not just an ordinary TV show. It also teaches you a lot about human nature and how people interact in different ways. Now, one character called Jaime Lannister had a fascinating story. And this Jaime was a king's guard, like a knight that is dedicated to serve the king, protect him and his family. This man killed his king, and after he did that, he was labeled a kingslayer, an oath breaker, and a man without honor. Now, one time, his daddy, Tywin Lannista, had a discussion with him and asked him if it bothered him when people whispered behind his back, Kingslayer, and Jaime admitted that it does bother him, right? Now, the father said something, we'll get there a bit later, but let's look at what Jaime did, why he did that, and let's see if it will change your opinion about Jaime. So Jaime killed the king after the king had instructed him to burn the city with the people inside. Later in the show, it was known that about 500,000 people lived in that particular city, meaning that this king had ordered Jaime to burn 500,000 people who are innocent and have committed no crime, right? So Jaime killed this man to protect the lives of the people who now form an opinion about him as an oath breaker, as a man without honor, and as a kingslayer. Probably in your life you might have done things that have caused people to form certain opinions about you. Probably people have heard things about you that are not even true and have decided to form certain opinions about you or judge you in that regard. Now, you will be sabotaging yourself if you hold on to this kind of opinions people have about you, because believe it or not, people are going to have their opinions about you, and in most cases the opinions people hold about you is not the true definition of who you are, right? So in the conversation between Tywin Lannister and Jaime Lannister, Tywin told his son that
A lion doesn't concern himself with the opinions of the sheep.
right, a lion does not concern himself with the opinions of sheep. In other words, people will form their opinions about you, but you do not have control over the kind of opinion people have about you. You can do your best, you can do whatever you want, but you can never shape the opinions people have about you. Some people may see you in your true light, and others may see you through the lens they are looking at you. It may be based on what they have seen you done in the past or what they have heard about you. So you don't have to sabotage yourself by concerning yourself about the opinion of people. Look at you, you are living your life and you care about what people think of you. You concern yourself about what people think about you, and that is preventing you from living your best life. You are living your life as an adult, as a teenager. People have certain opinions about you, and because of that, it is preventing you from living your true purpose of life. Let them have their opinions, let them go ahead and hold on to whatever it is that they have formed about you. But the most important thing that you should concern yourself with is the opinion you hold about yourself and what God says you are. All other things shouldn't concern you. All other things shouldn't matter to you. If people are bold enough to tell you their opinions about you, you can take that as a feedback and make the necessary changes. But I cannot guarantee that the changes that you make will change the opinions they have formed about you. But you take that feedback and make the changes to improve yourself, but not to change the opinions people have about you. I do hope you enjoyed this one. If you did, leave a like on the video, and as always, share it with others. I will see you again with another one. Until then, peace out.